Okay.
Football fans, we're here for the final segment of the ILFL Soccer Night Show. Hi, how you doing? We're going to do the Veterans League Challenge Cup draw now, and our beautiful guests in the studio this evening are going to be conducting the draw using the same format that is tried, tested, and works for us. You know how it goes. We've got 4 groups, Group A, B, C, and D. A team will be drawn for each group respectively by our 2 guests, Babel and Isaiah, A, B, C, and D, and we will continue that format until all of the groups are filled. The Group A and Group B, their games will be played on the 7th of April. Group C and D on the 14th of April. All of the fixtures will be worked out and we'll put them up next week. Oh, well done. That was nice. And then we'll talk about those fixtures on next week's show. But now you want to know who you are and who you're playing. None of the top boys are in this one. This is just for the second 2 divisions. It's your tournament. It's your Challenge Cup. Guys, we're going to start. Babel, if you can pick out the first team that's going to be in Group A, please.
Okay, let me just put this, all those 16...
12
here.
teams.
Okay, so I'm taking the first one. Okay, it's London Tiger Vets B. London Tiger
The London Tigers Vets B team having a tough time of it in the league, but
Group
hey,
A.
maybe they're saving it all for the cup. Group B, who's going to be the first team in Group B? Isaiah.
It's Mohammedan Vets.
The Mohammedan Vets.
Okay, just leave it. Okay.
Group C.
Group C is E1 Legend.
The E1 Legends. Thank you. And first team out for Group D.
Bernardo Legends.
The Bernardo Legends. I know Nanu is taking notes here and working out the permutations. Is there going to be an ultimate group of death?
Okay.
Let's see.
Now it's
Second team in Group A.
Group A. Second team is Tower Hamlets Vets.
The Tower Hamlets Vets having a really good season. Will be looking to pick up at least a trophy, if they can, out of this season. Group B.
Revive Legends.
The Riverside Legends.
No,
Revive Legends.
Revive.
The Revive Legends. Interesting. Interesting.
Okay.
And Group C?
Group C is Rashid. Beaumont B. Rashid Ali.
Rashid on his own.
Okay.
Beaumont Vets, Beaumont Masters, B.
Yep.
Bit of a goal-scoring legend, Rashid, this
Riverside
season.
Vets.
And the Riverside Vets go into Group D. Is there a group of death emerging here yet? No, can you see?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet. Let's
Some of
see.
the heavyweights to...
Weavers.
Yes, yes, we're all waiting.
Get Weavers now, it'll be nice.
A
You're gonna
is
get them.
Weavers.
Yes.
Weavers.
That's a good group. I
The
think
Weavers Vets go into Group A.
It's got a decent cap.
That would be a decent game up against Tower Hamlets, I'm sure. And into Group B,
Elite Vets.
the Elite Vets.
Azza is waiting to pick up the St. Catherine, okay? I wish I don't pick up St. Catherine, okay?
Let's see.
Let's see.
What? St. Catherine's not in this. They're in the Premiership.
Okay,
So you never
Saya Vets.
That's how it be.
Sire
Vets
Vets
B.
B are in Group C. The A team are having a decent season so far in the Veterans League. And that leaves last, but by no means least, picked out for posterity are
Hawk and Eagle Vets.
the Hawk and Eagle Vets.
Right.
A team that's going through transition. Let's hope the transition is complete in time for this cup draw. Well done. Thank you very much, gentlemen. That completes the draw for the Veterans League Challenge Cup being played on the 7th and 14th of April. Here it is on your screen for those of you that want to see it. And as we're looking at it now, Nanu, Rash, discuss.
For me, I think the Group A looks very enticing with London Tigers, Tamlets, Weavers. I think Weavers and Tamlets are two favourites for the competition. So obviously that is a tight group. Tigers, obviously, they've got a pool of players, so they'll obviously recall on certain players. So I think that, to be honest, I think overall with Division 1 and 2, I think we've seen in the last cup, Weavers and Sai going to the final. No one predicted that. And, it's a 20-minute game. If you can keep it tight, score a goal, then there's always a possibility of getting through. But on paper, I would say Group A is definitely the toughest. The other three are just as tough, but I think Group A is the so-called group of death, if you have to put it in the words.
I'm liking the look of Group B. I think a finalist could come out of that group. I don't know, I've just got a feeling between Mohammedan and Revive. Mohammedan they love a 1-0. And Revive, when they get it right, Revive can beat most teams. Revive are a good team.
To be honest, there's about 7 or 8 teams would potentially think they can get to the final. They will think themselves, and in reality, I think they would be right to think that, because we've seen Mohammedan in the League Cup get to the quarterfinals. No one actually, thought they'd get through. So there are 7 or 8 teams who would think that, but on paper, you have to say Tamlets Vets and Weavers Vets are the two favourites, based on the league form, based on the history, based on the calibre of players they have and the quality of players and the form they're in Division 1. They're the two teams are the favourites on paper.
Babu, how do you see it?
This is actually the cup we have done, because it's for the second division and first division, because they got something to play for. And the Rashi said about Group A, it's look like it's quite tough, because Weavers they have really good run this season, and they've been to the cup final already.
Cup final.
And I believe in this competition, everybody got chances, because in Group D or Group B, Mohammedan, Revive, they have really good chance this year. Unfortunately, they lost on semi-finals. But they had a really good run. So I think this is going to be one of the interesting Challenge Cup.
It is indeed. Nanu, can I ask you about Hawk and Eagle? I said a little bit tongue-in-cheek that they are a group in transition. How quickly is that transition being made? And is the cup a good chance for them to nick a goal, be solid at the back, and maybe do something here?
It is, but before I come on to that, let me talk a little bit about why we got the Challenge Cup in the first place. Most of you probably are aware that we have the Challenge Cup in the open age groups. It's purely designed to allow some of the lower division teams to compete against each other, and in the season try and win a prestigious trophy as such. Right? Okay. The issue that we had is that the bottom division teams would never be able to compete in the League Cups. It was always the Prem division or the first division team. So by introducing the Challenge Cup, it would give the opportunity to the lower divisions anyway. So that's the story behind it, and I think we've done a very good job out of this one as well. Going back to Hawk and Eagle, I think we've got a really good chance of competing in this competition. It took us a while, actually, longer than we anticipated, to get our 3 points. And we did that against Revive, one of the good teams. So that shows that we have come quite far from where we actually started. And last week we lost 1-0 to Benados. Previous round, early on in the season, we lost 4-0 to the same team. So there's definitely some improvements, and I think we should be able to go to the next round.
Wow. Bold statement. Rash, I was half expecting you to cut him off and disagree.
I think
jump straight in.
that's right, because we've seen in League Cup, on the League Cup itself, there was a lot of surprise teams in the quarterfinals. A lot of the big teams, like Stepney, big teams, Birmingham A couldn't qualify because it's a 20-minute short game. And it depends on, obviously, the defence mainly. If you can just keep it tight and just sneak one goal in, there was a lot of surprise packages. Sire B would think they can win it. Bernardo would think they can win it. Riverside they're obviously top of the division too. They will feel like they can win it. Mohammedan, Revive, Elite, in the last 3 weeks, they haven't lost a game. They'll feel like, this is a chance. So I think, as I said before, I think 7 or 8 teams will feel that this is an excellent opportunity for a silverware. So they will be up for it, and it's a 20-minute game. It doesn't matter, it's on the day who has the drive, who turns up, who's more keen, more hungry. And I think there will be some surprises. As Nana said, Hawk and Eagle can spring a surprise. Once in the quarterfinals against a 20 minutes game, you know, you'll never know. Saibi, very, you know, their A team just showed, you know, no one actually thought they'd get in the final. They're in the final. Saibi will think, you know what, if they can do it, we can do it in the lower divisions. Brown Masters B will think we've done a quarterfinal in the group of death. We played against St. Catherine's, against Abuhani, against Tigers, and we're getting through. So we will think we can do it. I think so. It's an interesting tournament, and I think it gives everyone a chance. And I think everyone, majority, would think they can actually get to the quarterfinal at least, and then see what happens with the opposition and on the day itself.
The other thing I wanted to add was that because we've got 3 teams in each group, 2 of the top teams actually qualify for the next round. So that's a huge incentive for the teams.
Okay, gentlemen, listen, thanks very much. That's what it is. It's the Veterans League Challenge Cup taking place 7th and 14th of April. Thursday nights down at Madbury Green. We love it down there. Get yourself down there. Let's see what happens. It could be you in the final of your own tournament. We are pretty much out of time. So I have to say thanks to Isaiah for coming in and representing St. Catherine's, Babel for coming in and doing a sterling job for Shadali Oteith, to the guys Nanu and Rashid here. And before I go, I always say it every week, thanks to the guys behind the screen, and I kind of say it, and I don't want it to be a throwaway remark, but I just wanted to take that 30 seconds to say a big thank you to the guys who put together the editing, come and do the filming, put the show together, make us look good up here, and make the show work for you guys week in, week out. My thanks to NTV Europe for providing the platform on the stage for us to present the ILFL Soccer Night show to you each and every Monday night. We will be back again next Monday for more of the same. So until then, enjoy your football. Well done to all of the champions who were successful yesterday, and we'll see you again next Monday on the ILFL Soccer Night show. Good night.